As we reported earlier this week, Pennsylvania became the first state to hold a March for Life since Roe v. Wade was overturned. And one reporter who attended the rally says the pro-lifers were excited but also realistic about the continued fight for the unborn. And that reporter joins us now. Margaret Olohan is the senior reporter for the Daily Signal. Margaret, great to be with you as always. So how was the event and what was the atmosphere like? Was it any different from those you attended in the past before Roe was overturned?
Yes, so this was a really interesting event to go see. There were about 5,000 people gathered in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania's state capital, on a Monday morning. It was kind of hot. There were a ton of families, lots of kids, lots of children with different types of special needs. Just a really beautiful morning out seeing all these people gathered together to March for Life. And of course, we know this is the very first March for Life since Roe v. Wade was overturned. So that had a special significance that it added to this pro-life protest. And all these people that we spoke with told us that they were there to show the world and to show Pennsylvania legislators that the fight for abortion is not over. And now that it is up to the states to decide abortion laws, these protesters now more than ever want to make their voices heard.
And talk to us about the role that abortion is playing in Pennsylvania in the upcoming midterms. I know that you caught up with one of the candidates running for governor. What did he have to say about the attacks on pro-life pregnancy centers?
Yes, so we were fortunate enough to catch Doug Mastriano, who is running for the governor's seat in Pennsylvania. We talked to him a little bit about Democratic abortion extremism. You know, a lot of these Democrats that are running for office right now, they don't want any abortion restrictions whatsoever. And when you ask them about it, they can't name a single one that they support, which is wild and out of touch with Americans, since most Americans support abortion restrictions, particularly to protect the baby after the baby can feel pain. And so we asked Doug Mastriano what he thinks of all this. He told us that he is horrified by all these attacks on crisis pregnancy centers and that he's calling on Democrats to cease their rhetoric that is amplifying these types of attacks. And honestly, some of these Democratic politicians like Senator Warren and Senator Mazie Hirono, and today Vice President Kamala Harris just talked about how she's happy that Democrats are taking on the crisis pregnancy centers. This type of rhetoric is not doing anything to tamp down the attacks on the crisis pregnancy centers. And we haven't seen a lot of action from the Department of Justice on this either. So it was good to catch up with Doug Mastriano about these topics. It was also good to kind of get the feeling from different protesters, these pro-life activists that showed up at Harrisburg State Capitol, and kind of ask them, do you support these extreme measures that these Democratic candidates are putting forward? And obviously, most of them said, no, I didn't find a single person that supported such measures.
Well, Margaret, we have to leave it right there. Always great to check in with you. And thanks again for always coming on.
Thank you.